Welcome back to down the top 10 cuts of beef for your carnivore diet. For this list, we did consider affordability, but overall tastiness was the driving factor in today's beefy picks. So grab your fork and knife and let's cut into this countdown. Number 10, top sirloin. Not all carnivore meals need to be super fatty. Sometimes you might be in the mood for something a bit leaner while still keeping it flavorful. This cut of beef comes from the back of the cow and is leaner than a ribeye or a brisket, but still packs plenty of protein and flavor. Top sirloin is an affordable and very versatile cut of beef. Great for grilling, pan-searing, or even slicing up thin for a Ketovore stir fry. It's definitely not as fatty as some of the other cuts of beef on today's countdown, but it can be a nice change of pace when you're in the mood for something a bit leaner but still want that beefy goodness. Number 9, brisket. One thing's for sure about a brisket, this cut of beef is all about the long game. Coming from the chest of the cow, brisket is a tough cut that transforms into a tender, melt-in-your-mouth masterpiece when cooked low and slow. Whether you're smoking it for hours or braising it in the oven, the brisket is a fatty, flavorful cut that's perfect for the carnivore diet. Brisket is the cut you want when you've got some time to dedicate to your meal. The connective tissue breaks down during cooking, making it incredibly tender, and the fat keeps it juicy. You can also make large batches, which is perfect for meal prepping or feeding the entire family. Number 8, short ribs. If you're in the mood for something rich and hearty, short ribs are where it's at. These meaty, fatty, finger-licking gems come from the rib area and are perfect for braising or slow cooking. The fat melts into the meat, creating an incredibly tender and flavorful dish that's also high in collagen, a plus for your joints and skin. Short ribs are perfect for a cozy, comforting meal. The meat just falls off the bone after cooking and the flavor is out of this world. And no sugary barbecue sauce required if short ribs are cooked properly. This video was brought to you by Element. Element is a delicious electrolyte drink mix that comes in convenient single-serving packets. Each packet contains 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. We've been using Element for a year and a half now, and all their great flavors, along with their science-packed formula, has kept us hydrated and feeling great. Element not only adds a new dimension to carnivore beverages, it's also great for making guilt-free carnivore treats. As always, Element's offering our viewers a free sample pack with any purchase. That's 8 free single-serving packets with any Element order. We really dig this offer because you can try 8 of Element's delicious flavors before your next order. You can have Element and the free sample pack delivered right to your home using our link below at drinkelement.com/Carnivore Quest. This is a great way to get the quality electrolytes you need and support our channel at the same time. So head on down to drinklmnt.com/Carnivore Quest and get yours today. And don't forget to try the new Element Sparkling, a bold, delicious 16-ounce can of electrolyte water. And now, if you purchase Element Sparkling using our link below, you'll receive the free sample pack of the drink mix. Thanks again, Element, for sponsoring today's video. Number 7, chuck roast. The chuck roast is a carnivore's best friend when it comes to affordable deliciousness. And if you've tried Cassie's recipe, you know exactly how good this cut can be. Chuck roast comes from the shoulder of the cow and is both affordable and widely available. Containing a ton of fat, if prepared properly, a chuck roast will pull apart with a couple of forks. Another great cut for carnivore meal prepping, a large chuck roast can provide nutrition for 2 or 3 days. Cassie and I cook up a chuck roast about 3 times a month and is a staple of our carnivore diet. Number 6, filet mignon. If tenderness is what you're after, then the filet mignon is where it's at. Being the most expensive cut of meat on today's countdown, the majority of carnivores enjoy filet mignon on special occasions. Taken from the smaller end of the tenderloin, it's leaner than cuts like chuck roast or brisket, so you may want to add a little extra fat, but its texture is unmatched. It literally melts in your mouth, and on the rare occasion Cassie and I enjoy a filet mignon, we pair it with lobster. Number 5, New York Strip. The New York Strip is a steakhouse classic and a carnivore favorite. It's a bit leaner than a ribeye, but still has a good amount of fat running along one side. Known for its bold beef flavor and firm texture, the strip steak is perfect for grilling or searing in a cast iron skillet. Delmonico's, a New York City restaurant founded in 1827, offered the New York strip as its signature dish and called it the Delmonico steak. It was so popular that it quickly became known simply as a New York strip. Of course, as a carnivore, you can enjoy a New York strip any time of day, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. But Cassie and I usually pair it with some fried eggs. Coming in at number 4, picanha. A cut that hails from Brazil, it's often referred to as the queen of steaks due to its rich flavor and tender texture. It's taken from the top part of the rump, an area known for its thick fat cap, which contributes greatly to its phenomenal taste. While picanha is not widely known in some parts of the world, it's a staple in Brazilian churrasco, where it's typically skewered, seasoned with coarse salt, and grilled over an open flame. The fat cap renders down as it cooks, infusing the meat with juiciness and depth of flavor. If you're in America, a great place to enjoy some delicious picanha is a Brazilian steakhouse. Restaurants like Fogo de Chao and Texas de Brazil offer amazing picanha, and you can eat as much as you like. Yeah! Number 3, prime rib. Few cuts are as luxurious and impressive as the prime rib. Taken from the same section as the ribeye, prime rib is typically roasted whole, making it perfect for special occasions or large gatherings. Holidays are a great time to catch a good sale on prime rib. A lot of people find themselves intimidated cooking such an expensive roast and wind up never giving it a try at home. But it turns out prime rib is probably the easiest cut of beef to prepare on today's list. So if you want to impress the entire family at this year's Christmas dinner, check out our 4-minute prime rib tutorial if you want to see just how easy it is. Number 2, porterhouse. The porterhouse steak is one of the most revered cuts of beef, often seen as the ultimate choice for steak lovers. It's a massive steak that combines 2 distinct cuts in one. On one side, you have the tender and buttery filet mignon, and on the other, the flavorful and beefy New York strip. This makes the porterhouse an excellent choice for those who want the best of both worlds in a single steak. Taken from the rear end of the short loin, it includes a large section of the tenderloin, which is what sets it apart from the T-bone steak, its slightly smaller cousin. Whether you're a fan of tender filet or a flavorful strip, the porterhouse has something for every steak lover, delivering an unforgettable eating experience. Before we get to our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, ribeye. Was there ever any doubt? The ribeye steak is often hailed as the king of steaks, known for its rich marbling and intense flavor. This cut comes from the rib section of the cow, between ribs 6 and 12, which gives it its name and its naturally tender texture. We took a poll a few months ago, and with over 1,000 people participating, 75% chose ribeye as their steak of choice. Remember, no matter what cut of beef you choose to eat today on your carnivore diet, it's 1,234,705 times better than a Big Mac. Let us know in the comments if you agree with today's picks, and if you enjoyed this video, check out our top 10 countdown playlist. Remember, no sugar, no carbs, and no cheating. What is up, y'all? Welcome to the morning meeting. Hope you guys are doing awesome. I saw you guys piling in here. I saw Terry say, "What time does it start?" 11:55 as always, Terry. Hope you guys all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward to hearing how you guys did, what you ate, all the things, you know. You guys, I'm sure a lot of you saw the video I put out, and it's definitely kind of a bit of a bummer day, but at the same time, I spent a lot of time with the Lord, and woke up the following day feeling pretty good. So, you know, it is what it is, and things don't always go as planned, right? Anyway, I wonder if we should just jump right in here. Let me see. Got one more thing to grab. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it's Saturday too. It's freezing here in South Carolina. It's not snowing. I know it's snowing in a lot of areas, but it's not snowing here. But it is cold, and I got to go to the dump after the stream, take our weekly trash, and it's going to be cold. Oh man, Thanksgiving. I told you guys I had that buffalo chicken dip I made, right? And I made enough for we were going to go over to Cody's, and I made a big batch, and we're stuck with it. So yesterday, I'm eating more of it. And it's if you're if you keep it to a minimum, it's not bad, but if you overeat it, it's definitely not good for your carnivore diet. It's a ton of cream cheese, a ton of cheddar cheese. So yeah, I told Cassie this morning, I said I might run it over to Holly's and give her the rest of it, her and Josh, because we got to get it out of this house. Yesterday, I ate quite a bit of it, more than I should have, with pork rinds, but still, it's not good. Anyway, say hello to everybody. Yeah, we got almost 50 people in. Cool. On a Saturday. Awesome. Sarah, what is up, Sarah? Super Saturday morning, Carnivore Quest Warriors. Yeah, happy snowy Saturday, Lisa. Wow, 6 to 9 inches by Sunday morning. Christmas is coming. There's Terry. Larry, did you start early? I did. I started this last week where I just run one of our old countdown videos while everybody gets here. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do it every time, but once in a while. So, what was your guys' favorite cut of meat on that countdown? I really like the picanha. The picanha is, we don't have it very often, but man, it is good. Yeah, real good. Lisa's an hour west of Chicago. An hour west. So what, like the Elgin area, Lisa? Vicky, good morning. Hey, Vicky, how are you? Great to see you. I don't even know the start time. 11:55, Terry. 11:55. So I have my notify on, and video starts without any notification. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone? Frank, good to see you. Yeah, it's just a little warm up. Stream was scheduled to start at 11:55. Amber, what's up, girl? Good morning, fam. Sitting here with Dan. Had an awesome Thanksgiving. Continuing carnivore today after a 2-day binger. Laugh out loud. Rainy and cold here. Staying warm inside. Chatting with my peeps. Love y'all. Awesome. Very cool. You and Dan got to hang out for a while, Amber. That's awesome. Get that hubby and wife time. Oh, way colder in Chicago. Enjoy that snow, Lisa. Yeah. Lisa made Amber's egg drop soup again. I'm guessing this intro takes 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I figure you guys jump in the chat. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. I guess I'm not going to do it every time. It's like when I'm in here ready to go, but I got a few things to do. Fire up one of those intros. Just warm you guys up, warm you up to the carnivore diet. I got to show, those top 10 countdowns, like the one you just saw. I got to use those once in a while, right? That thing took me like 35 hours to produce. So you got to use them once in a while. Who did Black Friday shopping? I did. I actually just bought Carnivorous Chef's Black Friday deal where you get one of each of all the seasonings and then it comes with a knife. I just bought that like an hour ago. So I'm excited to get that. Just spent some time with Lance in his morning live. Cool. Hearing about some stuff. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Shelbel. Great to see you. Frank, oh, you got bronchitis? Tired of fighting this crud. Feeling better today already. Awesome. Yeah. No fun. JD, happy Saturday morning, crew. What's up, JD? Good to see you. Mary, hi, Larry, and all. Shoot, I'm late. No, Mary, you're right on time. Today went well for me. Stayed carnivore, but did eat forbidden cheese and whipping cream gravy with meatballs. My OS been complaining now, but oh well. My OS been complaining, but oh well. Oh well. Oh well. You'll get through it, Mary. Katie. Hey, Katie. Awesome. Katie Ann. Glad you stopped by. Cowgirl. Hey, guys. Hope this shows up. I've got YouTube app playing on my TV, but typing this through the app on my phone, I can see you guys here. Yeah, it should work, Cowgirl. Popped right up for me, right? Great to see you. Great to see you. There he is, Lance. What's up? Good morning. Yeah, I hope you all had a wonderful turkey day. Michelle Bell, I did cave into a few of my temptations during our few days of feasting. Feel like crap today. So today it's gonna be a fasting day for me or more for a day or more, I shall see. Yeah, I think I might fast today too, Shelbo. Seriously, I feel pretty inflamed from all that cream cheese I've eaten. Yeah, I'm barely urinating at all, which means I'm holding on to all that water. And yeah, a nice water fast for a day might be exactly what I need. Pound that water, break the seal. We see you. Oh, yeah, when I popped up. Sarah, you make me laugh. All this beef making me hungry. That's the point. That's the point, Terry, to show you all the wonderful options on the carnivore diet. This video introduction is making me want a steak for breakfast. Good. Oh, my osteoarthritis has been complaining. This was misspelled. I got you. I got you. Now we know. I needed a Black Friday deal on ribeye, bacon, and brisket. Right, Aaron? Publix had their standing rib roast for $10.99 a pound, and I never made it over there. I was gonna pick up like one or two, but I never made it. Oh well. It's not like it was, a killer sale you just couldn't miss. It was still a decent deal, but if I'd picked up two roasts, I would have easily spent $200 and still a chunk of change. Uh, Good morning. I remembered. Great, Cher. Good to see you. Glad you remembered. Awesome. Joe, morning, everyone. What's up, Joe? You fasting today? Joe's fasting a lot lately. Aaron, I saw a lot of memes about that. We don't need TVs on Black Friday. We need food, right? Get the food sales out there. Little treats on Thursday, but already back on track yesterday. Great job, Aaron. Cool. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with as far as what I put in my mouth on Thanksgiving. Um, it's just Thanksgiving and yesterday, just a lot of cream cheese, a lot of cream cheese. But yeah, I didn't have any of the pumpkin pie little Larry made the night before on Thanksgiving Eve when Larry was making them. He made some extra pie filling, and I did have a couple spoonfuls to taste it. I'm not a huge fan of pumpkin pie, but it was good. Cassie went to town. She went to town. She didn't hold back on her Thanksgiving, and God bless her. So if you didn't hold back on your, indulging You're not alone. Cass was right there with you. I got coffee in my Carnivore Quest mug. Very cool, Sarah. Stop by the shop. We didn't have a Black Friday sale on our merchandise. Cassie's on me about making some new ones, so I got to do that. I got a little coffee here myself. Black. I got black coffee today, guys. Yeah, I thought about trying a no cream September or December. Just as a little personal challenge, Where's it at? Where's it at? There it is. The latte right there. October 31st, Halloween night's the last time I had a latte made with heavy cream. And maybe just buckle down a little bit and stop having cream at home. It does make a big difference. It really does. The weight comes off quicker if I eliminate it altogether. So I might. We'll have to see. Hey, V. Osborne. Great. Glad to see you. I'm glad you stopped by this Saturday. Awesome. Glad to be here. We're glad you're here too. Very cool. I'm going to the dump today too. Maybe I'll see you there, Sarah. Yeah, I got to get our weekly trash over there. But it's so nice to have a clean garage again, you guys. I finished up that garage. I'm feeling good about that. I banked those husband brownie points, and I like a clean garage myself. We let it go. We really did. I let everything go, right? My weight, you get depressed. Yeah. So getting our life back. Coffee man, hey, really good to see you. Wife and I cooked up a brisket for Thanksgiving. 100% carnivore due to good planning and discipline. Hard to cheat when you're full on fatty meat. You're right. Yeah. Yep. And you nailed the two: good planning and then the big one, discipline. Right, coffee man. Good job. Very cool. Cassie and I have had a few Thanksgivings and Christmases where we were strong, we were tight. It feels good. Feels good the next day. You wake up and you're like, had a great holiday. Didn't miss out on nothing. So good for you. I was able to stay on plan. Didn't lose, but didn't gain either. Yeah, in the long run, Sherry, you're definitely a winner there. Gigi, what's up, Gigi? I found a video on YouTube on how to make your own whipping cream with milk and unsalted butter. Yay! No carrageenan and much cheaper. Awesome. Well, that's a win. Nice. You can find anything on YouTube, right? Mishipu, hello everyone. I did some great meal prepping today. Roasting marrow bones. Collected a great amount of marrow using bones for broth soon. Currently braising short rib chunks in the oven. Ooh, a lot of work, but worth it, right, Mishipu? Amen. You eat the bone marrow, Mishipu? I know a few people who do that. I've never really done that. Amber, I loved it. Thank you for sharing the recipe. I'm making your chili next. Nice. Yeah, that chicken soup, egg drop chicken soup looked good. Yes, it did. And after you try Amber's chili, you gotta try Lairs. You gotta try both, Lisa. Vicky, glad to see you this morning, Larry. I'm glad to see you today. I hope you can get together with your kids sometime in December. How is Cody feeling today? He's feeling good. He's feeling better. He got the day off, which was amazing. And little Larry's off today too. So actually, little Larry, he just got up a little while ago, and those guys are so busy at the butcher shop this time of year. You know what I mean? So they're both off today and just relaxing. They're just that shop is so slammed the week leading up to Thanksgiving. They got a lot of special order turkeys and they brine them, and they work their fingers to the bone. They really do. But yeah, Cody is feeling better today, and yeah, we'll get together. The kids for sure. Yeah, that night I sat down and recorded that video. I was a little bummed. I was. It was a strange day for sure, but it's all good. Carnivore Frank, I broke into a little dessert last night, but actually only had one meal, and my meal was turkey and eggs. So minor cheats, not bad, Frank. That's a weird combo, right? Turkey and eggs. I enjoyed the intro video. Great idea. Cool, Sarah. Yeah, yeah. And it's a way to for people who's never seen them to see them. I'm very proud of those videos. How many of top 10 countdowns have I made? Probably six of them. Yeah, something like that. And then I've done a few like what 10 things you didn't know about cheese, stuff like that. I'm proud of those videos. So I like to share them, let you guys see them. Aaron, hey, hit that like, right, Aaron? Awesome. Very cool. Oh, I now realize I wasn't late at all. I turned down, I turned, I turned down pumpkin pie with Cool Whip seasoning, green peas and sugar and spice stuff. No problems here. Awesome, Mary. Good for you. Good for you. Very cool. Uh, I clicked the bell earlier. Missy Poo, cool. You get that notification. I'm not complaining. I love seeing your older vids. Cool, Shellbell. Awesome. Glad you like them. Alfie boy. There he is, all the way over in England. What's up with you, Alfie boy? Hey, gang, made a pizza with ground chicken thighs, a sauce that was just milk and cheese, tiny bit of sodium citrate to prevent splitting, and a sausage and a little cheese, absolutely stuffed. Haha. Awesome, Alfie boy. Glad you stopped by today, bro. Always good to see you. I'm going to get on my rebounder and listen while I bounce. All right, share. Cool. I still got to get the Cassie's rebounder out of the garage and put together. Uh, uh, venturing out for a treat today. Awesome. That's always fun, Aaron. Take the kids. We had a great day on Thanksgiving. Turkey, smoked ham, and smoked brisket, plus all the other stuff for those who ate that way. I did have a third of a piece of pumpkin cheesecake. Awesome, Lance. Yeah, that won't affect you at all, right? Your insulin pumps a little bit, drop right back down. You're doing so good, Lance. It's not going to affect you. That's awesome. Great. Penny, hello everyone. Your video last night made me sad because you were always so encouraging to us, huh? Penny, I appreciate that. I just got on here and spoke from the heart. I told myself I wasn't going to edit that video at all. I made one cut toward the end, the outro, because I messed up, but I just wanted to sit down and talk, and that's what I did. So, and I said toward the end of that video, you guys are like family to me, best friends, family, you know what I mean? And, some people might see a video like that and say, oh, boo hoo, get off the internet, stop your bitching. I really don't care. That was made for the folks who do care. So, yeah, but I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. It's a good idea, Larry, because we don't all come in at the same time. Oh, the intro, yeah, yeah. Let everybody start chatting, while the background, is playing. You get to look at all those meats for sure. I was gonna download our old, the very first top 10 countdown I ever made was top 10 Carnivore Diet YouTube channels. And I kind of made that as a homage, a tribute to all the channels who I followed. And it's surprising how many, some of the channels, like, well, they're not even around anymore. And then when I made that video, there were so few YouTube channels about the carnivore diet. I actually had to include, oh, what's his name? Oh my gosh, Thomas DeLauer. He was number 10. I had to include him, even though he's more keto, because there weren't that many channels. Yeah, it was crazy how that was before the carnivore diet kind of exploded. That was long before a lot of channels, Carnivorous Me, Amanda, Homestead How. It was long before all those. I don't even think Freedom was making videos then. So it was like the list was, I didn't have a lot to choose from to make that list. Like I put on, what's that guy's name? Smelly Bell, Mark Bell. I never really watched his channel, but I needed 10 channels. So he's on the list. He's like number 9. But really, I made that video to pay homage to people like Carnivorous Chef, Laura Spath, um, Lily Kane, Dr. Barry. There's a few, Steak and Butter Gal. It was really made for them. So, but it's definitely outdated. That's for sure, because a lot of channels aren't even around anymore. Solid Jen. Hey, Larry, 13 hours into my first brisket smoke. Awesome. Or Solid Ken. It's a Solid JKEN. Sorry about that, Ken. Enjoy that. Enjoy that brisket. Awesome. I thought the world was coming to an end this morning. I didn't have any bacon thought out. He started screaming. That's like me when I wake up and there's no coffee. It's like, oh my gosh. Charisse, happy Saturday, everyone. I'll listen while I finish my run. You all are awesome. Awesome. You're awesome, Charisse. Out there doing it. Wow. Yeah, Lance, I thought of you when I bought them because we talked about them. Yeah, you love those seasonings. Yeah, I wanted to support Reed too, for sure. And it comes with this cool looking knife. I'm looking forward to that knife. Sarah, no chance for me to cheat except at pie eating church celebration I attended Thanksgiving Eve. I've been back on plan since September 15th and no cheating. Scale steadily going down. Long way to go. Very proud of you, Sarah. Very proud of you. You deserve all the success. Yeah. Sarah always reminds me of the light of the world. When Jesus talks about the light of the world. You are the light of the world. After meeting you on our members live, Sarah, that reminds me of you. Vicky, it was almost 80 degrees yesterday. Wow. Our son actually found a small rattlesnake outside yesterday. We had a rainstorm a week ago, and then it warmed up, and he's settled in for the long winter's nap. A rattlesnake, huh? Crazy. I was bit by a rattlesnake. I was 16 years old. I was a little freaked out. But my dad got me to the doctor, gave me some anti-venom. Diamondback rattler, I was bit. Are you feeling better today, Larry? And how's Cody feeling? Prayed for y'all. Thanks, Amber. Yeah, a lot better today, for sure. I felt better yesterday, I did. Yeah. I didn't answer a whole lot of comments from that video, but I've read almost every one of them. I need to go through and give them all a heart, right? But then I feel bad for not responding. There's so many. It's like I just need to go through and heart them all. But that lifted my spirits, because I made that video, I put it out, right to bed, and I didn't read any of the comments or anything, the next morning, because I kind of slept in. I was up late. That's why we didn't have the morning meeting The following day, I was up till like 4 in the morning. It's crazy. But yeah, doing a lot better, Amber. A lot better. Where are you, Vicky? Sounds so nice, right? Sounds nice and warm. Do tell, Vicky, where you at? Secret location. What's that? Uh, Lance, I bought some hockey skates for myself and one of my granddaughters yesterday. Not really Black Friday deals, but I was stuff on Friday. I was able to do stuff. Awesome, Lance. That's amazing. You know, you can get on some skates. I couldn't do that right now. Got your life back, buddy. Awesome. Melissa, oh, I thought I missed it. I'm here. You did, Melissa. You're here and we're all glad you are. Alfie boy, I hope everyone is doing good. We're on day 2 here. Sticking to no seasonings and other than salt and strictly carnivore is tough because I'm craving sweetness, but it'll go. We've done this before, right? Yeah, absolutely, Alfie. You know, we're past Thanksgiving now. You know, you got a little bit of a hurdle with Christmas. You know, I don't know if I talked about this in the last meeting, guys, but I know I mentioned C's candy. It's all blur. Either I mentioned it in a video or in the lives here or both, but I really thought about ordering some, you know, I was kind of using nostalgia as an excuse. And I decided not to. Like, nope, because that would definitely be detrimental to me and Cassie, but especially Cassie. If I bought a 2-pound box of C's candy, she would binge eat that. You know, she doesn't need that. She doesn't need to be spiking her insulin like that. So I decided against it. So, and you know, for whatever reason, I was trying to justify it with, you know, so many good memories of my dad bringing home that box of C's candy like proudly, you know. So I'm happy I was able to fight off that urge. Stuff's not cheap either. 2-pound box is expensive. That helped. That helped with the decision. The 2-pound box is like $70. Sia Farms, what's up, Frank? I have bronchitis also. Praying you feel better. I'm staying carnivore. Chicken broth with egg, basically egg drop soup, right? Great to see you, Larry. Great to see you. Yeah, that's what I call egg drop soup. Is the chicken broth with egg. I like the beef broth that I make, or bone broth, beef bone broth, and then drop an egg in it when it's really hot. So good, so good. Sunny side of carnivore. Hey, y'all. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. You too, my friend. Cool. Glad to see y'all on a Saturday. Awesome. Very cool. Lance, that pumpkin cheesecake did not have any effect on me. As of this morning, I have not gained any weight from Thanksgiving. I did eat lots of brisket, ham, and turkey. Yeah, you did it right, Lance. Yeah, no ill effects from that cheesecake. Would you have a third of a piece? Nah, nope. Bet your blood sugar spiked a little bit for maybe an hour or two, and then it was back down to where it normally is. Of Dr. Jason Fung, he talks a lot about that. Like, I've heard him talk about that quite a bit. If you just have a little something, it just calls it a little blip. Goes right back to where it was. Yeah, my mouth was watering watching the intro. Awesome. That was the goal, Shellbell. I fasted until 11 and broke with ground beef and eggs. Very cool, Melissa. Good for you, getting a little bit of fasting in. Katie, I messed up. I got into the cookies that should have not been in my house. You're not alone, Katie. You're not alone. I really shouldn't have eaten as much of my buffalo chicken dip as I did. And I got to get it out of the house. I don't want to throw it away because it's not cheap to make. So I'm going to see if little Larry wants to make a trip to his sister's today. Hey, why don't you take this to Holly? If he's out and about, if he plans on leaving, I might ask him because I need to get it out of here. we are almost out of pork rinds though, so once they're gone, I won't be able to eat any more of it. I mean, I could just use a spoon, right? Oh, Katie, I can't have anything like that in my house. I totally get it. No stress, right? Yeah, if it's not here, not going to stress about it. So it is so much easier, and it's a lot harder just to run to the store over a craving, because by the time you get in the car, get to the store, that craving's usually passed. So big advantage not having crap in your house. Chicken dinner, what's up? Great to see you. My boyfriend has had Oreos laying around all week. I gave in and had the last 6 last night. Little blip in the road, right? Chicken dinner. It's funny too how we're on the carnivore and we count them. It's like you had 6 cookies. Like on Thanksgiving Day, I had after I made the dip, Cassie had bought, or I did. I picked them up. The Tostitos, what are they called? They're shaped like scoops. They're like little bowls, and I had 2 of them. That's funny. I know exactly how many I had. Good old carnivore diet, right? Yeah. It's like I had exactly 43 chips. I only had 2, but yeah, chicken dinner. Don't sweat it at all. You're good. Just no more for you. uh, I'm a sugar addict. Yes. Yeah. Cassie's definitely a sugar addict. I mean, I am probably too, but I'm definitely a carbohydrate addict. Which I mean, I know they go hand in hand, right? Hey, Kathleen. Hey, good morning. I'm finally back home and able to catch the live. Awesome. Very cool. See Farms. I haven't lost any weight, but I was happy with my choices over Thanksgiving. I also didn't stuff myself. I call it a win. Absolutely. Definitely a win. Hey, the big man, what is up? Went to my brother-in-law's for Thanksgiving. I bought 1 pound of Wagyu beef, 1 pound of bacon, 4 whole eggs, 3 yolks. I ate that, and I watched everyone eat the sweet potatoes and mashed potatoes. Probably not the easiest thing to do, right, big man? But you did it. Yeah, and I know you ran out of room when you were writing, so. JD, day 2, chocolate free. Awesome, man. Yeah, I know you planned on doing it up a little bit, right, bro? We love Cassie. Yeah, I do too. I do too. Okay, they ate lasagna bread, and at the end of my dinner, I was full and felt great. And I didn't drink no alcohol, and I watched everybody else get looped. Well, good job, big man. That is amazing. I call that a victory, right? For sure. Howdy, Nancy. Long time no see, Nancy. Great to see you. Very cool. T-shirts, Larry. Yeah. I know, Sarah. uh, that just shows you. I mean, it's got to show you guys. I love making revenue from our YouTube videos, right? But I'm horrible at our other stuff. I really am. Like everybody else's YouTube channel, you see, oh, the Black Friday deals. It's like they do all their shopping for you, and then they say, here's all the links. They're making some cheddar off that, and I give them credit. It's a lot of work, but this is not where my mind's at half the time. And we have an LLC for Carnivore Quest. It is a business, but I'm just horrible at all the extra stuff. I wish we could just earn money off our videos, not to deal with sponsors. And I'm thankful for like Element, but You know, it gets a little old to me. The Black Friday sale videos, and I don't know. I'm not very good at pushing it. But I hear you, Sarah. T-shirts. Uh, Joe, 32 days good. Bad on Thanksgiving. Yesterday I was good. And yes, fasted today. Okay, Joe. I know you well, right, Joe? You've been doing some fasting quite a bit. Lady Tate in the house. What's up, Terza? I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving tea with all your brothers, all your siblings, Yeah. Terza told us, was it last week, Terza? You told us Thanksgiving is the only time of year when all of our siblings get together and everyone gets to see each other and their families. So that's really cool, Terza. I was thinking about you on Thanksgiving for that reason. I hope Terza's having a wonderful time with your extended family. I'm sure it's a party. I bet it is big time. Monique, what's up, Monique? Hope all my U.S. family has a wonderful, blessed Thanksgiving. We up north had to be disciplined a few weeks back. Also, the struggle is real. I'm thankful for the Carnivore Quest family support. Yeah, well, that's very cool. Monique, thank you. We just hauled off our recycling this morning. Garbage is cleaned out. Nice. Yeah. I'm hoping the dump is open today. It should be. It should be. Jessica, hey, there you are. What is up? Hey, everyone. I pray everyone is doing well. Everyone in this group is a lot better now that you're here, Jessica. Very cool. I'm still here just feeding mom. You're a keeper, Terry. She's lucky to have you. For sure. Are they still brownie points on carnivore? Maybe ribeye points. That's a good that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, I have to come up with something else. Carnivore points when I do something for the wife. uh, all right, Sarah's got a cream tip. My new management of cream milk strategy. I measure out the amount of milk I'm allowed for the day and leave in the refrigerator first thing. I'm only allowed that jar for the day. Okay. See how that works for you, Sarah. I don't drink any milk. And then yeah, I mean I've been good about like today I had black coffee for those of you weren't here from the beginning of the stream. But when I do put a little heavy cream and I actually use a spoon and measure it out in it and put it in, and I have two. It's just enough to change the color. Change the color of the coffee. I still like the coffee flavor. Very cool. Oh. Jessica, I ate mostly good for Thanksgiving. I did a small slice of pumpkin pie and a small slice of pecan. I'm definitely feeling bloated today, but I'm not beating myself up. I didn't binge or overeat, right? And I know you, Jessica, you could have, like a lot of us. Yeah, that's huge. It's almost like you ate like a normal person would. Somebody that doesn't have issues with food would eat on a Thanksgiving. Cassie and I have talked about that a lot, wishing we were one of those people who can just moderate delicious food. And that sounds exactly like what you did, Jess. So cool. Um, I use whole milk instead of heavy cream because it's less calories and only a few carbs versus heavy creams. To each their own. Absolutely, Sarah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a trade-off there, right? A few more carbs, not as many calories. Yeah. I'm on day 2, but oh my gosh, I'm dealing with the runs for sure. Brutal. Brutal. Very brutal, Alfie. Yeah. But I always get excited. I know that sounds stupid, but to some people, but I excited when the diarrhea hits. That means I'm on track for success. You know, it'll pass, Alfie. Yeah, diarrhea is just one of the necessary stages. You know, your body's just getting rid of some stuff. If I put cream in my coffee, I'll down half a gallon a week, right, JD? Yeah, I'm really considering going dairy cream free for December. And one of the reasons too is because, woo, how you like that yawn? Yeah, the it's colder out now. It's freezing today, and I enjoy black bitter coffee more when it's cold out. I remember when me and my dad would go out camping in the high Sierras. Man, we never had cream or anything; just had that black, strong, stout coffee. You know, warm up the soul like a little whiskey. So, yeah, for sure. I got a great little story for you guys too that warmed my soul real quick. I you guys know, well, some of you may remember I told you that little Larry for the whipping cream for his pumpkin pies, you know, he made everything from scratch and he did a deep dive. And Cassie said the whole because I didn't have any pie once it was done. The filling, I had a few bites of the filling, but anyway, Cassie said they were phenomenal. The cream he used bourbon, he used whiskey for it, right? And yesterday, the bottle was sitting near the sink, and he used just a little bit. It looked like almost a brand new bottle of whiskey, and it was sitting there. And I said, "Dude," I said, because I knew he wasn't going to drink it. He's not a drinker. He's had a beer. He's 21 years old. I've seen him drink 2 beers in his life. But anyway, I said, why don't you take this over to your brother's next time you go over to Cody's? And he's all, no, Dad. He grabbed it. I'm just going to dump it out. And he dumped it down the sink. I was so proud of him. I was just a huge moment for me, you know. It's very cool. Warm to my soul for sure. It's like, that's my boy. Yeah. He doesn't like, that's the one good example that came from all my years of being an alcoholic. You know, I was never an abusive father or anything. Always playful. We always played game. We had a lot of fun when I was drinking. It's crazy. But he saw what it did to my health and what it did to, me and his mom's marriage, the arguing because I was drunk. So he was pouring it down the sink and I just put my arm around him and I said, "You're the best." It's pretty cool. Because when I was 21, there's no way in heck I would have poured that whiskey out. Heck no, I'd have stashed that for my next camping trip or, whatever. Bring it over to my buddy's house. But, yeah. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. Pretty proud daddy moment. Um, I've been craving and eating pork steaks, Mary says. Dr. Berry said they are the only meat that provides B1. My B1 must be low, and neuropathy has gotten less noticeable ever since eating pork steaks daily. Num. I like pork steaks a lot, Mary. Me and Cassie eat them quite a bit. And they're cheap. Mishy poo. I do eat the marrow, and it's delish. My husband loves it too, but he isn't carnivore. All right, very cool. Um, Wendy, oh, there you are. Great to see you, Wendy. Happy to be here today. Day 2, laugh out loud. I did what I said I would do. No regrets. Decorating and packing for the dreaded trip to Georgia for a week. Lord help me. Have a fabulous Saturday, all. Awesome to see you, Wendy. Yeah, very cool. Good morning. I'm late. Liz, you're right on time. 12:10. Yeah, you're 15 minutes. That's not bad at all. I'm late. I'm late. You wrote that at 12:10. It's now 12:40. So I'm late reading your comment. Gosh, I'm so far behind you guys. I'm sorry. I got some marrow bones, not soup bones. Is there a different way to make bone broth with them? Yeah, marrow bones are better. The marrow bones are better for bone broth. It becomes more gelatinous, Amber. That's all I use. For sure. Sarah, your kids are just so tired of losing to you when you play holiday games. Try not to win every game, Larry. I'll try. No, I love beating the pants off my kids. The big man. And for dessert, I drank a bunch of water and I ate air. That's good. I like that. A year without snow would be nice. You guys crack me up. Julie, oh wow, cool. I got in on a live. I'm always watching the replay. I love you and Cassie. You guys tell it like it is. Great to see you, Julie. Hope you're still here. Yeah, I got to catch up on these comments for sure. So if I see a new name, I'm going to say hi. Katie, I'm trying to get it in my head that I can't just have a little when it comes to sweets. It's huge. That's definitely huge for all of us. Most of us, Katie, for sure, right? Mary, I gotta quit swipe texting here without proofreading. Too many misspellings. It might start rumors that I'm hitting the sauce again. Yeah, no. I do that a lot with all the comments we answer and stuff. Okay. I'm gonna start moving through these comments, guys. Sorry if I miss anything. Remember that guy last week? He got all pissed off because I didn't answer one of his comments. There's steak and butter gal still making your contents. I don't know what you mean there. She's still making content, yeah. Carnivore Frank requested pork skins from his daughter instead of chocolate popcorn for a movie. Well, Larry, I don't deserve that, but thank you so much. Just trying to keep up with you and Cass. Light of the world. I want to buy Carnivore Chef spices, but always nervous about pricey spices just in case I don't like them. Well, yeah, I'll tell you the truth. Lance says they're phenomenal. And I've been wanting to buy them for a while to support Reed. And it always slips my mind. And today I remembered. I was like, okay, because I did see he had a free knife you got with it. So yeah, I'll probably do a little review video on it to tell you the truth. On all his seasonings. That's a good way to support Reed and help him, and I'll put the link down in the video and stuff. But he knows Reed's a cool guy. He knows I'll be honest. If I don't like one of them, I'll tell everybody. Polly's podcast, Carnivore Polly here. Hello, everyone. Great to see you, Polly. Awesome. I love it. I love how you announced that. That's cool. Oh, laugh out loud. Near Joshua Tree National Park. Larry, what are you doing when you got struck by the rattler? We raised our boys here and always feared that they would get struck. They do boy things. Laugh out loud. Yep. I actually, Vicky, we were camping and we were in my dad's it's a shorter motor home. Growing up, we did tents once in a while for years. He had a camper on the back of his truck. Then he got a motorhome for a while. But this was in the motorhome. It wasn't a huge one because he liked to go to very remote places. He had a 30-footer for a little while, but you couldn't take it anywhere. So anyway, we got up one morning and I was the first one up, and I stepped out. I opened up the door. We were camping out in the desert, And we lived in the desert, but when we went riding or camping, we went way out into the desert, Anyway, I stepped right out and it was right underneath the step. And I stepped on it when I got out. So I didn't have my motorcycle boots on, and he nailed me. And yeah, my dad, I actually jumped on the bike with my dad, and he rode me, it's probably 20 miles, 20 miles, maybe not 15 miles to a place called Four Corners, and they had a little clinic there. My dad raced for years out in the desert, so he knew the area real well, but he could get me there a lot faster on a motorcycle than taking the Jeep and taking the road. So we went straight through the desert, and I was starting to feel a little feverish when we got there. It's not to feel right, but they gave me they gave me the anti-venom, and I was fine. But yeah, my mom was freaking out. Yeah. Dad, my dad laughed. He's like, yeah, that's the payback for all the rattlesnake we've eaten, because I've eaten a lot of rattlesnake out in the desert. But I remember real quick one time we camped, and my dad got up first. I was younger. I was maybe 10 years old. We drove all night, and that morning he got up. He said, "No one go outside." We all looked out the windows, and we had parked over this. It must have been some kind of nest for sidewinders, which are poisonous snakes, and there were thousands of them, sidewinders, all underneath the motorhome, and it was crazy. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. So, yeah, cool memory. It's like nobody go outside. Thousands of them. It was great. It was nuts. All right. Anyway, I'm babbling. Um, totally babbling. Daddy always bought mom a pot of gold chocolates for holidays. Precious memories. Yeah. Pot of gold. I remember getting that for Cass. Yep. Hershey's pot of gold. Hey, SS Henley. What's up, Steph? Chuck steak, Chuck roast, Chucks. I love a good Chuck. Yeah, out there in Hawaii. How you doing out there? You enjoying it? All right, let's see if we got anyone new, because I'm so far behind you guys. I'm a little rusty. Polly's podcast. Polly, we had roasted turkey, smoked ham, stuffing made from chicken, and carnivore gravy. Sounds like you did awesome. Sunny side of carnivore. I understand the candy dilemma. The local chocolate in town I grew up in is the best I've ever had, and even 13 years after living far away, I'd still be tempted. Plus, the nostalgia makes it harder. It's all right. It's all about that nostalgia, for sure. Um, hey, a nice day. What's up? Good morning, y'all. Glad you stopped by. Uh, Good morning, Kel. What's going on? I'm just going through here real quick, guys. Hello from East Texas. Joseph in the house. Staying firm in my resolve to stay strong and eat healthy on carnivore. Good, man. I'm once again lurking. I practically ate normal, up 1.5 pounds yesterday. Then yesterday I completely followed my normal routine and up another pound and a half. I wasn't worried about yesterday, but now up 3 pounds. Oh my gosh, T. You got the craziest weight swings, you know? That's nuts. Uh, Golf addicts. Hey Larry, how are you, lad? Hope all is well. Cheers to you and everyone. I'm good today. Real good today. Golf addicts. Thank you for asking. Appreciate that. I'm terrible on black coffee. I have to have the heavy cream. Just a touch. Take the bitter away. Yeah, I'm like that. It's weird though. The cold makes black coffee better for me. 3 weeks, no coffee for me. It still has some ringing in my ears once in a while, but it is so much better without coffee. Not sure if the caffeine in it or another plant chemical causing it. Yeah, everything I read, Lance says it's the caffeine. That's great to hear. Larry, yes, my emotional and binge eating has gone way better since changing to this way of eating. Carnivore has helped me to realize when I'm full, when you're really full, right? All right, I'm skipping ahead again, guys. I'm still 13 minutes behind. Lisa, I saw See's Candy. Hi, Larry. Two, almost bought a box of See's Candy online after you mentioned it being one of the only sweets your dad would enjoy. I talked myself out of it. Oh, I'm glad you did, Lisa. I'd have hated to, kind of coerce you into doing that. Very cool. Yeah, it is amazing. They even say on there, make sure you eat it quickly because it spoils quickly because there's no preservatives or, you know. And I said, I have bought it for Cassie before. She had never had it growing up. And first couple of years we were married, I bought a box, and she's, oh, where's this from? And I explained to her, and she says it's the best candy she's ever had in her life. Cassie's got those super taste buds. So they're very good, but I'm glad you didn't, Lisa. Cool. Very cool. Golf addicts. I missed something here. There we go. Golf addicts. I indulged yesterday. Had a big ass burrito from Much Burrito, spicy chicken, jalapenos, habanero sauce, some wasabi, red onions, corn, sour cream, rice, black beans. It was almost 2 pounds. Wow, the best kind, right? And then I see it here. But was it worth it at the time? Hell yeah. Not so now, not so much, right? It's always incredible when you're having it. uh, I would ask you if Steak and Butter Gal had been making any new content. Happened to you just a lot of repeats? Uh, I'm not sure what you mean by that. I would ask you if Steak and Butter Gal had made any new content. Happened to you or just a couple of reviews? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'd love to answer you. Sorry about that question about what you got. I'm on the treadmill trying to get some steps too. Okay. But as far as Steak and Butter Gal, yeah, she's still making content. Actually, I haven't watched one of her videos in a while, but B. Osborne, I'm so thankful for these lives and everyone here. I really needed this today. I love y'all. Very cool, V. Awesome. Yeah, I see we were up to 80 folks. Now we're down to almost 60. Everybody's bored of Larry. Nah, people got lives. It took some serious fasting, but I finally got rid of the food noise. Food noise is real. Can you dig it? I can dig it. That's freedom right there, Cher, right? That's great. Lisa, hello, Larry. Hi, Larry. Hello, everyone. Having Thanksgiving dinner tonight. Okay, very cool. Lisa Ortega, great to see you. It will be just me and my son. I'm new here. Well, very cool. Hey, just you and your son. You guys enjoy each other. All right, Lisa. I'd give anything to have Thanksgiving dinner, just me and my mom. So you make the best of it. You guys will have a wonderful time. And you're new here. Very cool. I'm glad you stopped by. You're always welcome. We have these morning meetings. Wednesday, through, we don't do them on Monday and Tuesday. We do them every other day, Wednesday through Sunday. So you're always welcome here, Lisa. Always. Yeah, enjoy your boy. Hey, Debbie. Good morning, Larry. Carnivore Quest Warriors fasting for at least 18 hours today. Debbie. Very cool, Deb. Awesome. We're supposed to get a good amount of snow here in lower Wisconsin. Ooh. Sorry, I'm on the treadmill and using voice. All right, cool. I'm glad it wasn't me. You know what I mean? Like, for some reason, all of a sudden I can't read. No, you're fine. You're fine. Fat to Fit Carnivore Gym. What's up, pal? I have kept on plan throughout the holiday, except for maybe an extra iced cold brew with some cream and sweetener. I've had COVID, so not doing any fasting per the steak and butter gang calendar. Okay. COVID. Ugh. I hope you fully recovered there, brother. For sure. It's never boring here, V. I wish everybody thought that way. Thanks, V. Appreciate that. No, we can never get bored bored of you, bro. You're as real as it gets. You do you. I appreciate that. That means a lot, guys. You have no idea. Lisa, thank you, Larry. Yeah, and I mean it. Ask anybody here. I really mean it, Lisa. You stop by every day, say hi, or if you can make it once a week, we're all here to encourage each other. Terry P. Oh my, Larry, you're making my mom laugh. Thanks. Very cool. All right, that I made Terry's mom giggle. I mean, what else can we do here on the stream? And we got to meet Lisa for the first time. So that's it, guys. We went an hour and 3 minutes. I love y'all, and we'll see you tomorrow, Sunday. Yeah, tomorrow, Sunday. If you can't make the morning meeting because of church, I totally understand. But hope to see you guys there, 11:55, same time. Stay strong out there. And I'm not going to eat any more of this buffalo chicken dip. I'm going to turn into a buffalo. All right, guys. I love you. See you tomorrow.